Hello and welcome back to the TV room. Well, that's not going to do it. Although I guess that's not really helping much. Anyway, David Bradley here. Alright, so I have been replacing a socket and taking out a RAM chip right here. That's where we have to get the hot iron, the hot solder back in there. And I can feel, as I reach over to get the solder, the iron is feeling hot. But I don't think it's had quite enough time to get hot enough. And as I lay a piece of solder on it, now let me just make sure, did I plug in the right iron? And the answer is, I did not. I plugged in the de-soldering iron. Oh, that's not smart. Okay, the plugs look much the same, even though they are different. Okay, well, that will slow things down. Alright, so now I have a hot iron that is, yeah, this is going to take a while. So, if you've been watching, you know that, of course, I ran into this trouble. I had this pet that was just dandy. I torturing a disk drive, but ended up torturing the pet. And things are pointing to RAM chips. At least this diagnostic thing is. I still have it running on the other pet just to see if anything messes up. And it did say it was between 0, 0, 0, 0 and 0, 0, 0 F. And that, according to this, would start at this chip, and then go here, and onward we go. That's what it says. And that makes perfect sense, because if you have a pet like this, it's only 16K. The solder is falling. Oh no. It's the top row of RAM chips that are in fact populated, and the bottom row, it is not. So that makes sense, and it is. It also says on there, it makes reference to certain chip locations on the board. There's all kinds of things written, and so I think I'm on the right track. I really hope I don't have to change out all 16 of them, but if I must, I must. But that just doesn't seem to be likely, because you see, when it's dying, when it's doing the diagnostic, it's not even getting through the first testing. And it does seem, as there are 16 chips and 32K, that I figure it's got to be in the first 4 here, I believe. I think. Anyway, we'll see. So the iron is heating. I will take the solder, put it over on here, and just see. Do I see smoke? I see some smoke. So it may be that it is time to lay down some fresh solder. Always be careful. Never touch the shiny part of a soldering iron. Never, ever, 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 ever. Let's try here first. See how we do. Are we in? Well, yeah, we're in. Well, we're still don't want to get stuff between these things. I will come in at a higher angle. What is that going on there? Hello. All right. We are getting there. So that seems to be one side done. The soldering does seem to go some faster than the de-soldering. All right, let's see here. I'm just looking through. I've got my, not the strongest glasses here, but I think everything is good. So I'm going to put the iron on this little holder, keeping the cord away from it and keeping my arm away from it. I'm going to pull it out. Let that cool down. I shall. All right, so now the next thing I guess I really need to do, and I know what's going to happen here, it's going to be fine, is I need to put the RAM chip in, put this computer back in its computer, put in the diagnostic thing, and then I'll see that the exact same thing is happening, so that basically I've taken out 2 RAM chips and nothing has changed. So stay tuned for that exciting development. Bye for now.